are good. Hello and welcome to the finale of Blackwood, City of Four Guilds. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Derek Mayfield. You might know me from Twitter as Exosis Machina or DMDM Studios. With me, I have my wonderful wife, my good friend Cece, and my other good friend Jonathan. We're going to go ahead and do the shout-outs first thing off the bat. Cece, you want to start us off? Tell everybody what you're working on.
Well, howdy there, folks. I am putting some finishing touches on a 5e supplement called A Critique on Scalmancy that I should have out by the end of next week. So take a look out for that on my Twitter at cc and you'll see the updates that will lead to its inevitable release.
Sweet. I'm looking forward to it. We exchanged what we were working on the other day in the Hope for TTRPG Discord. That was pretty cool, man. I like that.
Yep.
Working together.
Get that nastiness out there so that people can see a new form of necromancy.
Yeah, I really like it. It's and I don't mean this disrespectfully, it's gross. I think that's the idea.
That's kind of what it's going for, you know. If you're animating dead matter, why stop at intact corpses?
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, Jonathan, you want to go ahead and shout out anything you're working on?
Yeah, in a couple of weeks we're going to be doing a murder mystery dinner show called Monster Mash, where we're throwing a birthday party for Frankenstein's monster, but somebody has it out for Igor. Dun, dun, dun.
Yoey, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's a fun one, and so we're gonna be going out to a couple of towns in the area, in the Florida Panhandle, and get our nerd on.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to hearing from you. I'm sure you guys are gonna have a great time. All right.
Yeah.
And Natalie, anything this week?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, without further ado, I will go ahead and take us through what happened last time. I'll start us off, and then I'll have the players do the middle, and then I'll finish it as per usual. So, to start off, we had the Heroes Itinerant, their decannual feast in celebration for finishing the Ritual of the Lost. Our party was declared the Heroes Itinerant, and we began at the feast that was being thrown in their honor. Whoever wants to take it from there.
So we decided to use our position to kind of find out why face stealers were trying to steal our identities, and found out that there's not quite as much unity in the city council as we thought, that the Mages College and the Merchants Guild might have created the first doppelganger 20 years ago.
Yeah. So what happened after that, Cece?
We figured out about this creation of the doppelganger, we needed to talk to a few more people, and in doing so, we found ourselves at a position where to get the information we needed to scratch a few backs. Our big boy in the Merchants Guild has a certain someone he needed to be dealt with, an individual that had a deep-seated hatred for the Merchant Guild, possibly all the guilds of Blackwood.
Indeed. And Natalie, where did we go after that?
That is what I'm trying to remember.
It was a house. Okay, I'll finish this off. It's okay.
Please.
She has 2 campaigns that she's playing in the same city, so we cut her a little bit of slack. Yeah, so to finish this off, our heroes itinerant made their way to where Mercedes Letifer, the head of the Merchants Guild told them they would be most likely to find the individual that they seek. They were told to find out what they can, and if they can, bring him back alive. The heroes made their way to the house, began inspecting everything. They found some kind of macabre trinkets lying around, a couple of things showing who used to live there. They also found a family that was killed at their last meal, at least a father and 2 children. They took the sword that was the family sword in the table, and the skeletons rose up to stop them. They dispatched the skeletons. They fought some centipedes. They made their way upstairs, where they found the journal of the doppelganger, who had been keeping basically a running list of names of people that he was trying to kill. And through about the last 20 years, that list grew and shrank in size, but on every page and every margin, 2 names stood out. It was Mercedes Letifer and Aria of Evelite, who she is the half-elf archmagistrate of the arcane colleges. And I believe that was pretty much where we left off, if I'm not mistaken. We made our way downstairs, and that was it. Is there anything I'm missing? Is there anything you guys wanted to do before we made our way downstairs?
About where we were headed.
All right.
The bodies before we went down.
What's that?
I looted the bodies before we went down.
You looted the bodies before we went down. Yeah, I think I went over what you found on Discord. For those of you guys watching at home, it was.
I've got it in notes. So we had the ruby ring from the father's skeleton, worth about maybe 100 gold. There was a locket with a family carving. Could probably sell that for 25 gold's worth of materials. And one of the children had a ring with the family crest.
Indeed, thank you.
That would probably fit on an adult pinky.
Yep. That is what we found. Oops, that's not where that's supposed to go. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, that is what we found. So, without further ado, as we make our way downstairs, is anybody carrying a source of light? Because it is pitch black down there. I know that all of you have dark vision, but I'm still going to ask.
All right. I'm going to open up my pocket and let my dancing light bugs fly around.
The chittering little as they exit the bag, and their thoraxes light up with incandescent glow. The dancing lights begin swirling around you and then go wherever you so direct.
Alrighty.
Uniform darkness clings to the walls, trying desperately to escape the light of your torch bugs. The southern wall's stonework is fractured and broken. Multiple large brambles with violet flowers spring forth, whereas the northern door sits a little bit off its hinges.
These doors busted. My heavens.
Since I can see 120 feet in darkness, do I see anything down here?
The southern door is still on its still on it, yeah. It's the northern door that's like kind of sitting off its hinges.
Do you have the map up? Because I don't see anything. Oh,
do.
wait. Oh, I need to scroll all the way to the side.
You got it?
Yeah, sorry.
So what were you saying, Soren?
Oh, then I'll, if I can peek through the busted door and see.
There is a
way.
corner. You can make out another doorway here. You peer around the corner?
Yeah, I'll go Go here. Whoa! There's a big hallway down here.
Alrighty then.
I'm letting you guys decide what you're gonna do. By the way, I'm electing to stay silent. Sorry, if that wasn't obvious.
Thought we were in that turn order walk thing.
I'm letting you guys decide what you're gonna do first before y'all make any judgment calls. Before people just start going and doing stuff.
Let's check inside of this door.
You find the door is locked.
All right. See a key anywhere? Might need to pick it. I'll bust out my thieves' tool. Wait,
I have the key ring from the 3rd floor.
You do.
that's right.
Yeah, I'll start trying keys.
After about 2 keys out of the 3 keys on the ring, you find that the door is unlocked. Do you open the door?
I'll open the door.
Three boards, faintly illuminated by a candle's glow, stand on the opposite side of the chamber as the door. Red string can be seen tracing across the papers and scrolls nailed to these boards, set into specific points. The sound of a low moan and shuffling can be heard in the corner as you open the door. I'll point out it is this corner.
Oh, the corner with the spooky corpse in it?
Yeah.
Hello? Are you okay over there? My.
He doesn't sound okay.
You are strewn in all sorts of directions that do not look comfortable. Let us see if we can get you out of them. I'm going to see if I can pick this guy's cuffs.
Go ahead, buddy.
Wait. Key. Yeah, let's see if the key actually unlocks this.
You are certain that the keys on the ring are far too large for these manacles.
Okay, gotcha. Then I'll go at the manacles with my thieves' tools to the tune of... All right. To the tune of...
An 11, yeah. Yeah, so after about 30 seconds or so of fiddling with it, you can finally hear a on the one on his left leg, and now that you know how to open that one, you're pretty sure that it won't be very much of a challenge for you to get the rest of them. The man does not seem to be responsive as you are unshackling him. He's just kind of lowly moaning and coughing up a little bit.
Well, I have a good berry, and I will feed it to him.
Okay.
Take this.
You have to kind of like chew his jaw for him. You work his jaw back and forth for him, and then do like the thing that if you have a dog, I'm sure you're certain of what I'm talking about, where you like rub their throat to make them swallow it. And with a heavy, he slowly starts to open his eyes, and you can see that they are like very yellowed, and there's this like greenish ichorous substance all around like his eyelashes that are like crusted, and he's having to like put forth effort to open his eyes up completely.
Yeah, I'll pull out my handkerchief and get some of that crud out. Oh goodness, you are like a dog, having to pick the eye gunk from your eyes.
He is not quite in any spirits to understand exactly how you mean what you're talking about, and he goes, "No, I'm a merchant's guild Merchants Guild.
You're not Merchants Guild?
Guard. White cap. From your time in the town, you would know that the white caps are the merchant guild's private guard, basically.
You work for the Merchants Guild, and this man is not quite fond of them.
He does like a hearty spit on the ground and says, "Bastard. Poisoned me. Kept me here for 20 years. And now he poisoned me."
Been here for 20 years.
Does
I
he look-
start to sense just how decrepit this guy is.
Give me an insight check.
Let us see. You gotta be.
Another 11. Yeah. So I think that would be enough for you to tell that due to the fact that he absolutely reeks of sweat and like probably soiling himself, it wouldn't be too far off. How long he's been down here for is anybody's guess. A long time is for certain, though.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a medicine check to try and figure out what he might have been poisoned with?
Absolutely.
That's weird. Nothing happened.
Spooky.
Bum, bum, bum. It might take a second. Sometimes it just takes a second. I don't know why. That's weird. I guess roll in Discord.
Okay, just give me a second.
That's strange. We've never had that happen before.
This is novel.
I don't remember how to do it on the Discord.
Exclamation point roll.
Oh, it's the same way.
So you have been trained quite well in the arts of healing, and you know what to look for. It would be very, very hard to narrow down a specific poison, but you're quite sure that you've heard of symptoms like this being subject to wyvern venom.
Is that pretty deadly?
Oh yeah.
So he's not looking too good then.
Oh no.
Can your healing hands help him out there?
I could use my lay on hands to cure his poison. The question is, do we want to do that? I mean, I can.
Paladin, what is your hesitation? Look at this man. You will die without your assistance.
Yeah, my only hesitancy is my limitation with that. That's probably the only time I'm gonna be able to do that.
You can do it one
what
more
is-
time, technically.
Oh, I can?
It takes 5
Alright.
points to cure a poisoned condition. You have 10 points because you're a level 2 paladin.
Gotcha. Well, let's just hope none of us get poisoned. I lay my hands on the old man.
There's a soft greenish glow that coruscates off of your hand and burns like a fire that you're placing inside of his chest. Once the entirety of the flame is inside of him, there's like a violent shockwave that ripples through him, and he very quickly expels all of the venom that was within him through vomiting in the corner. And after a long few minutes of him doing that, he just kind of like shakes, and then, "Could I have another good berry, please?"
All right, yes, take.
When he eats the good berry, after a moment, his eyes and face clear up, and he looks miles better than you guys found him. He unsteadily, like a baby horse, gets to his feet with his hands to the wall and bows in gratitude, profusely thanking you for saving his life.
The above floor is clear of any disturbances. You should stay here a moment until you have your full strength on your feet. Then get out of here.
He nods.
Before you go, though, what do you know of these pamphlets and scrolls here?
He says, Hymar. He was a merchant. He basically very quickly relays the story to you guys that you learned last time, that, you know, this guy failed the Merchants Guild, and as a way for them to get there, I love your pacing, that's adorable. as a way for him to as a way for the Merchants Guild to get recompense for costing them a lot of money, they made him into a doppelganger to be an agent. And basically he is he wouldn't use the word doppelganger because they wouldn't have a word for it yet, but yeah, that's effectively what he relays to you. That Hymar swore vengeance on everyone who wronged him, and that he's been impersonating the guard that's been trapped in here for the last 20 years while he sets up his machinations. He would also go on to explain the final piece of the puzzle, which is that Hymar has been working for the past 2 decades to build a network of doppelgangers by infiltrating and laying with various noble women in Blackwood. His progeny would, upon realizing that they're not like their host family, would be like genetically predisposed to leaving that family and seeking him out. At which point Hymar imprisoned them and trained them in the arts of subterfuge and assassination for this big gambit this past decade right now. It failed. You guys thwarted it. And because it failed, he was like, well, I'm just going to move into the contingency, which is I'll do it myself. And if I die, at least I'm going to die getting my revenge. But that's basically what he tells you, that that the doppelganger has now left after poisoning him and is planning on moving against Lettefair tonight.
How do we know you're not the doppelganger?
He would ask you for a piece of silver.
I'll hand him my dagger.
He puts it to his flesh and just like pushes it in without, like, not like the flat end, not the blade. He pushes the flat end to his flesh and says, if I were a doppelganger, my skin would be sizzling like a vampire in holy water.
Touche.
He hands you your dagger back.
I pull out the journal and I look at those crossed out names. I don't think I delved too deep into it the first time, but do I see any crossed out names of people I presume to still be alive?
Give me an intelligence check.
Ooh, not my strong suit. But gotta do what I gotta do. Would it be something in the nature of a history check?
I would, yeah, if you want to do history, I'd say you can do history, sure.
Excellent. History. Oh, here we go. 19.
Nice.
Captain of the Whitecaps.
Captain of the Whitecaps.
When you read that name out loud and you go, wait a second, this, I'm sorry, I haven't come up with a name for this guy yet. We'll call him Stephen. When you get to Stephen, and this guard would say, that can't be right.
Why not?
There's no way that they could beat him in open combat, for one, and for two, if that's true, then what are the implications of it?
I'm just curious. Are you saying that this Captain Steven has been captain for over 20 years? So I thought that's how long you've been down here.
Been captain for the last 100 years. He's an elf, much
Okay.
like yourself,
Oh,
madam.
gotcha.
Or sir, I'm sorry, I forgot you're playing a male character, sir.
Understood. Just wanted to clarify.
This means one of his children has been very active. And this is how he's going to make them move. He didn't have everything, but he has enough to go out screaming in blood and thunder.
So what do we do? Just poke every white cap with silver until we find out which one is our guy?
I believe our most important thing is to make ourselves abundant in the presence of Letafere, especially when his captain would be around. We intervene in the next meeting of the captain, and Letafere.
He's never without Letafere. It's his number one job is to keep Letafere alive. Or it was.
I suspect until dear master gives him the call to make the move. In that case, we don't have much time.
The guard simply nods.
We must find Letafere and tell him.
I agree.
Well, then, back above or continue below? Because if we find them down here, then plot
You
is
are
over, right?
He may not have left yet. Let's take a quick perimeter check to see if he is holed up. It will be much easier. He doesn't have a doppelganger reinforcement.
Alright, so sounds like we go into dungeon initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go ahead and roll, guys.
Five.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled 17.
Okay. And And Jonathan, what'd you get, buddy?
6.
6. Okay. Baratheon, you go first.
All right. I guess we're gonna continue on down the hallway. Seems there's more hallway. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can borrow the keys and see what's in this room.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's a door.
Yes. This door is unlocked.
Oh, alright. Then I will check it out.
Alright. A wet, suckling sound can be heard echoing beyond the doorway. The odor of age-old rot and mildew is almost bearing, and you have to bite down a wave of nausea. There are wine bottles all along shelves in the wall, some of which have been knocked over and spilled their contents onto the floor ages past, which have stained the stonework. And the smell of mildew, you assume, is probably coming from the overhead, like the excuse me, I don't know why I'm blanking on it. The wine soaked into the wood.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What a waste.
All right. Soren.
Are there any preserved bottles?
Yes, there are plenty.
I'll grab one just for posterity's sake.
Okay, where do you go? All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative, guys.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Combat initiative
Nope.
this time.
I'm gonna grab a bottle too before they get broken.
I got
4.
Oof.
Saved all my roll on that history check. All my rolls on that history check.
I hope not.
Mhm.
I'm just triggering all the battles, aren't I?
It happens. Somebody's got to do it. Natalie, what'd you get for initiative? 17? Okay. Oh. That was... I'm talking about combat initiative, not the dungeon initiative, babe. Did you get 17 twice? Oh shit, you did. That's wild. Okay. Jonathan?
5.
5.
And
Well-
I got a 4.
Oof. Baratheon, you roll off with the creatures that are spawning. Okay, and you got a 15. You
Yep.
win. You go first.
Awesome. What
I'm
am I
pulling them up right
fighting?
now. Yeah,
Okay.
I have to reveal them. Boop, boop. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong layer token.
Oh, ghost guys.
These seem to be ancient viscous creatures, semi-digested skeletons in gelatinous reddish substrate. You can see a rather larger broken wine bottle in the center of the room, and a label that Baratheon would certainly recognize. It says Thousand Voices Winery.
I see.
And they dropped down from the ceiling. So, Baratheon goes ahead.
Alright.
Yeah, I never check the ceiling. And I always tell myself, check the ceilings.
And then you don't. That little
One
way.
time. I'm gonna try and hit this guy with my metal sword.
Okay.
Or a silver sword, I should say. Oh, 10 total.
Unfortunately, it looks like the part of the creature that you hack off with the sword was not too vital to its existence.
Alas. I'll get you the next time.
Alright, so the one over in the corner is going to move forward and attack Soren. There's a wet sound as it pulls itself across the ground, and a wind up as it goes to attack, and it looks like it's going to hit. I'm guessing what is that, a 20? A 20 total? Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 4 damage as its pseudopod lashes out and smacks you, and then an additional 2 psychic damage as you feel the memories of a million life forms flash before your eyes. Your turn, Baratheon. You get hit at a 23, I'm gonna assume.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage and an additional 3 psychic damage as the same thing happens to you. For a moment, you are back on the shores of the Isle of Seer, the wind blowing through your hair. You look down to see a white gown, and then you realize, wait, I'm not a girl, and then suddenly you're back in a cellar.
Oh, that was weird.
Soren, I believe.
They're all up in my business. I'm gonna blast them with magic missile.
All right.
So the one that's between me and Baratheon.
Okay. Roll damage, sir.
4 on the first,
Nice.
3 on the second, and 5 on the third.
All right, so that's a total of, what was that?
5, 12.
12 damage. The creature withers under the onslaught of force damage applied to its form. However, it is barely shambling on. Sticks and stones.
What is happening in there? I start running over there.
Oh, yeah.
You-
I do get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to use my cat speed to get there.
Okay.
All right. I get over in there and I was like, what is happening there? What are you guys seeing? My
Some
friends,
spooky guys.
you're getting visions when they
You don't
spit
see
on
them?
you? No. Oh, goodness. You disgusting mass. If you had any bardic sensibilities, you'd know that you can tell a story without spitting on someone. And I viciously mock it.
The one in front of Baratheon.
Yep.
It fails its save.
Takes 4 wisdom damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Okay. It is still, like, it's got 2 hit points left.
So close.
So very close. It is just the little bitty bit of the skeleton that remains inside this weird reddish dark brown substance. Baratheon.
I definitely don't like this guy now. I'm gonna try and hit him harder this time.
Okay.
It's gonna be 14.
That hits.
Sweet. Alright. Let's see how much damage. Eight damage. He's definitely dead as I slice away the remaining bone.
Oh yeah, he shatters and sinks into a corrosive slime on the floor.
No one makes me have visions.
Soren, the one in front of you, is going to make an attempt to attack you again. Oh man, last week I couldn't roll low. I am rolling pretty good this week. I'm sorry, guys. That's going to be a 20 total.
Dang. Yeah, that hits.
An additional 6 damage total, so 4 bludgeoning damage and an additional 2 psychic damage.
Ouch.
More visions of a land which you've never been to that feel like home. It's your turn, Soren.
Not much I can do, so I'm gonna magic missile that one. $11 force damage,
Oh yeah, dude. Good stuff.
and I'm gonna dart around, free up the battlefield.
All right. Sticks and stones.
Alrighty then. Well,
Not so hot.
I will get in here and take a whiplash with my whip.
Give it to him.
A crit. It's just a whip. But hey, every little bit counts, right?
Yeah.
You cut him to the core.
9 slashing damage with a whip.
How do you kill it, dude?
Alrighty then. Well, as I learned in an aristocrat's house, there's something you do when a servant makes a mess. You are getting off easily compared to some of the aristocrats I've met. And yep, whack, 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 crack, 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 and it's go.
Yeah, from inside the goo, the bones explode into tiny little fragments, and all at once it sizzles into a corrosive slime at your destructive might.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I drippings with goo?
You can still feel it like clinging to your clothes and your skin, trying to like penetrate your mind. You can feel it like almost overwhelming, like a spider like running through a cobweb times 1,000.
Leave the Underdark, they said. It would be cleaner, they said.
How's your health looking?
Not good.
What are you at?
4.
Oof.
We'll lay my hands on you and give you my remaining 5 health points.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And then I'm going to use my new thing to restore a quarter of my health pool.
You
I
tap
can do that
into it.
once per long rest.
Yeah, you tap into the gemstone that was given to you by Baron Ariok von Srey, and you can feel the well of power leave it and enter your body.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna lay hands on myself and use what I just restored.
Alright. So there are still a few bottles of wine in the room. If you guys want to do an investigation check, you can search for maybe something a little bit better.
Indeed. What do I got? 16.
That's, we needed a 15. So you find tucked away behind one of the shelves in what appears to be like a false wall, a little fidget that you push in, or excuse me, a widget, not a fidget, a little widget that you push in, and you can hear this like of a cask being like tilted open, and the entirety of a stone piece turns outwards, and you can see a bottle that looks as large as the one on the ground that was cracked open. The label Thousand Voices Winery on it. Baratheon, you would know that a bottle like this would fetch like 250 gold, typically.
A bottle like this would fetch 200 gold, typically.
He keeps the 50 to himself.
Fantastic. You know, I imagine if I talk someone up correctly, I could get 250 out.
That does sound correct.
And that's not him thinking you're lying. It's just he immediately presumes that. Oh, this is the price? I can get better.
If you said it was 250, he would have said 300.
Yep.
Go for it. That's just the price that I've usually seen it go for.
We will make a killing, you see. But there's one killing I think we need to attend to first.
Indeed.
So I believe it is Sticks and Stone's turn.
All right. I'll come up and check out this door.
Right, you find that it is unlocked as well. Oops, is that the reveal tool or is that the hide tool? Did that reveal or hide? That was supposed to reveal.
Still hidden.
Okay.
No, it's revealed.
Okay. The scuttling sound... Oh, nope, you already destroyed them. Crates lie smashed open and in pieces in what once served as food stores. The centipedes you slew earlier must have been down here for some time, breeding like the rats that they consumed and lived off of.
It smells like bug nest. But I think we took care of the infestation already. Let's see if there's anything of use around here. Poke, poke, poke.
It does not seem like anything that could have been usable in this room is still usable. Whatever food was in here has long since been eaten by pests. This is a room devoid of trappings.
All right. I just continue walking a little bit forward. What else is there?
That's pretty much all there is in this room.
All right. Then I basically keep walking and give someone else an opportunity to do something interesting.
Okay, Baratheon.
Since we've already seen what's in that room, I guess let's check out this middle room here.
The dripping sound that you heard upon first entering, I forgot to describe it this time, I described it last time, I'm sorry. The dripping sound that you heard before is now louder than ever, and you come across its source. A broken fountain tapped into the crystal clear waters of the aquifers below Blackwood, dripping into a slow stream, forming the pool that has collected around the base of fractured stonework. An empty alcove sits along the eastern wall. Whatever once was there has since been moved or scuttled.
I'd like to do a perception check on the room to see if there is anything living in here.
There is nothing living in here. This room is without trappings as well.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 20 on my perception check, so I guess I'm very confident that this room is pretty clear.
Indeed. I have little qualms with telling players whenever there's not something in a room. I don't want y'all to get hung up on something and be like, no, I know there's something in here because he hasn't said anything.
That feeling.
All right, so what do you do? Is that it?
Yeah, I'll let someone else go. I'm just checking out the fountain.
Okay, Soren.
I'm gonna check this one.
All right. This is... fine wine once aged in this cask, to be served or sold or gifted to friends of the noble family who once called their house this home. Now only dust and echoes ferment in this chamber.
I still want to search it.
The cask is battered and broken open, and you can tell that it was probably done as an act of malice. You are quite confident that there is nothing in this room.
Would ruin good wine.
Time certainly would.
Well, this doesn't seem like time bashed it in.
Hmm.
You do believe that the cask could be salvaged for what it's worth. An old cask like this that's been used to distill and ferment grape mash as many times as it has would probably... You wouldn't want all that wood to go to waste. You'd probably want to salvage what you could if you were to use it again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'll be on our way out the door, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be clear, this cask is this big thing, by the way.
Right.
Okay, I believe we go back to sticks and stones, right?
Alrighty then. Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle. Oh, hey, what's down here?
This stone door is locked.
Do any of the keys fit?
Yes, one of them do.
Alright, clickety clack. Let's get through.
This final room was given the purpose of cooling and keeping grapes to be made into mash. A shaft has been set into the western ceiling. Oop, let me get that right there. A shaft has been set into the western ceiling and allows for warm air to escape while keeping the grapes preserved in here for ages. The room itself is freezing cold, far colder than it has reason to be, to even your furry paws, sticks and stones.
This is... beautiful. In a state of suspended animation for who knows how many years. Chilling to behold. I will trust in the preservation tactics and take a leap of faith and eat a grape.
It takes like it's been picked this morning.
I was brought here for a reason, that is for certain. This room is clear as well.
As you begin to make your way out the door, you can hear like a... And before you exit the room, you can see a small gem set into the stonework in a slight receptacle built for it. It is a... It is a star sapphire, roughly the size of a man's thumb.
And I believe this is what I was brought for. Indeed. Scoop.
It is far colder to the touch, and you can feel your palm frost. The fur gets like a cake of snow on it as the air around your paw like instantly freezes and crystallizes. It's not harmful to you. It's not harmful to you, just so you know.
I still do, the little old hot potato for a bit, hot potato.
Of course. As is tradition.
I'll put this into my pack. I have it nice and compartmentalized. I'll put it somewhere that I don't mind getting frosty.
Did you not learn from Baratheon? That's how you summon the undead.
Oh. Necromancers tend to have very cold demeanors.
No undead rise.
But all the grapes start to thaw.
That is true.
Oh my. Undead grapes.
The grapes of wrath.
Oh, yes. Welp, necromancy applied to plant matter. I'm all about it.
Screwomancy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we go back to Baratheon now?
Yeah, I think so. Is there a door right over here where I'm standing?
It is locked. Sorry, I thought that was revealed.
Can I borrow the keys, please?
The keys are thrown down the hall once more, and you find that the final key does unlock this chamber. Everybody can give me perception checks.
Oh no.
And
9, because I'm all the way in the back of the hallway.
Oof.
Proficiency is my specialty, and I still only got a 7. Or sorry, perception is my proficiency, but yeah, still just a 7.
Long ago, this room was used to squash grapes into mash. Oh, that was the hide tool again. Oops. But no longer. Large white webs covered the western wall, and a glowing organic mass pulsates inside this trough.
Check the ceilings.
There is nothing on the ceiling.
Are you sure? I only rolled a 7.
There is nothing on the ceiling.
we're good.
I'm going to use my Mask of the Wind to try and hide in the spider webs.
Baratheon was never seen again.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and
Just-
roll initiative, guys.
Gonna slowly disappear into the spider webs.
That's,
I knew something was gonna happen.
So you're gonna go over here?
Yeah, I want to go stealth.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll a stealth
Yes,
check?
please. Yes, please.
Man.
Do you have disadvantage with your armor?
I don't think
Oof.
so, because my Mask of the Wind lets me hide in like
But your armor might still give you disadvantage
Naturally.
if it's heavy armor. What armor do you have?
Do I have plate mail?
There's no way you have plate mail.
Chain mail.
I don't remember off the top of my head, so I'm going to look it up real quick. Disadvantage on stealth rolls.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to do that? You would know that before you did that.
Alright, I guess I won't hide.
I don't think your god would appreciate you hiding from a battle.
Just so I have advantage on my first attack.
Oh, he's that kind of god. He likes sly fighting.
Doesn't mind a little underhanded fighting.
He likes winning. Okay, what is everybody's initiative? I know that Soren got a natural 20.
For 22.
22.
I got a 4.
And a 16. Okay. So, you can all hear the sound of... It sounds like rain first. It sounds like rain coming from this big brass masher where grapes used to be kept, or excuse me, not kept, but mashed. And very quickly the rain turns to a sound of thunder. And then you can hear a vicious hissing sound from within. I believe that Sticks and Stones goes first.
So the masher is hissing?
The masher is hissing.
Alrighty then. Well, you look like you are about to blow. Let's make sure that you blow in the right direction, and I'm going to thunder wave it.
I'm going to give disadvantage to the saving throw on this creature because it is trapped within a big brass construct. It
Are you
fails.
kidding me? Congratulations! It takes 3 thunder damage.
Oof.
And it's knocked prone.
Well, I don't think that this kind of creature can be knocked prone if I'm being honest because of what it is. I'm going to double check on that though. I don't have it written down that it can't, so it is. Okay.
Alright.
And Sorry, I'm trying to make this thing visible. Boop. A monumentally loud crack of thunder echoes throughout the entirety of the basement, forcing all of you to shield your ears with the reverberations of it. The creature within hisses even louder, and it is now, I believe... I'm sorry, did we fucking skip Soren? How did we fucking skip Soren? Soren got like 22. I'm sorry, dude.
Way better.
I'm so sorry, dude.
All I was gonna do is go here and then wait until something that wasn't the three of us comes crawling out of the masher, and then hit it with a chill touch.
Okay, so ready action chill touch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad I did that before the creature went. Okay. And Natalie, you got a 4?
Unfortunately.
Oof. Okay, so hissing and cackling out from the large cauldron comes a dire centipede. It is the size of 2 men in girth and about 5 men in length, and it is pissed. It's going to make its attack on, I would say the Baratheon's probably the closest, and it wouldn't necessarily have any reason to know where the thunder came from.
It wasn't me, strange centipede creature.
Well, that's okay. It got a 8 to hit.
Oh.
And I can see it, right?
You can now see it, so now that it has procced, your thing goes off.
I don't think I hit it though. 11?
Oof. Unfortunately, it looks like you just grabbed off like an unneeded segment near the end.
Take that. We now have 99 legs.
Baratheon.
I'm gonna try and squish this gross beast with my sword. $14.
14 hits.
All right. That's gonna be 8 damage.
8 damage, so we have done 11 damage to it so far.
I'm gonna go ahead and lay a thunderous smite on it as a bonus action for extra damage.
Okay, so for future reference, when you do anything other than a divine smite, you have to cast it before you do it. I doubt that you knew that, so I'll let it go this time, but for future reference, only your divine smites you can just do at any time. Otherwise, you have to put it on the weapon and then hit with it.
Oh, so I would have had to do the bonus action first and then hit?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Reason it matters is because smites are concentration, so if it hits you, you might lose the spell slot. But that's okay. So go ahead and we'll do it this time.
Okay. He is going to take 10 thunder damage and has to make a strength saving throw.
Where'd the music go?
Lost music, didn't we?
Oh no. That was weird. What's happening? What the fuck is going on? Maybe the music bot died?
They are dying left and right, that's for certain.
Oh man. Well, that sucks. Okay, I'm going to pull up some music real quick for the stream. Hopefully it'll come back. I'm sorry guys, that's not happened before.
I'll just play my own music.
Okay, and then we go back to the top of the turn order with Soren.
He has the creature has to make a strength saving throw real quick.
Okay. It gets an 11.
Well, I don't have my spell DC written down.
It's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
Okay, he is pushed back from me 10 feet and knocked prone.
Okay, 5, 10. It is there. Okay.
That's it.
All right, Soren.
Grab and repeat. Shield 20.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Ooh, very nice. You rip off another segment. Sticks and stones.
Break his bone.
Got him.
You creepy, crawly, disgusting creature. I can understand why you are in there. Because all the other creepy crawlies probably kicked you out. I viciously mock it.
It got a 8 on the save.
All right. Well, 2 psychic damage, disadvantage on the next attack.
Excellent. Very good, because now it is going to get up and try to attack you with disadvantage. So it uses half its movement to stand up, and then it is going to attack you with disadvantage. I'm going to make an assumption that 12 does not hit you.
No, it does not. Oh, now you are just throwing a temper tantrum.
With a shriek of anger, it burrows 10 feet beneath the ground.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oops, I wasn't supposed to put it on the map layer. LOL. Okay.
It is one with the map, though.
That's why I did it. Baratheon.
Wait, so it disappeared?
Yeah, it just burrowed 10 feet under the ground.
Oh. I'm going to move up and ready action to whack it as soon as it comes back up.
Okay. Soren.
I am also going to ready a chill test touch for when it comes up.
Okay, and sticks and stones.
Six and seven. Oh yeah, I'm going to go ooh, and climb up on something.
Climb up on the mashery.
Get up onto the mashery, and I'm just looking down there, coil my whip, and get ready to strike.
Alright, so 3 readied actions. The creature explodes in the center of all 3 of you. It is going to get its attack before you guys inevitably cream it. As soon as I can select the right token. And it is going to make its attack at Baratheon. The big metal one. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
It deals
He's
5
an angry fellow.
5 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, thank you.
Oh dear.
You say Constitution?
Yes, please.
Oh, I don't have anything to add to that.
You
Okay,
dumped Con?
14?
Oh no. That is enough. So you take half of 10. So you take 5 additional poison damage.
Oh no, I'm not looking good, fellas.
Dear.
As its bite deals a substantial blow, but then the venom burning through your kidney where it bit you.
I could use that. Lay on hands on myself now.
You're not poisoned because you
Oh, I'm not.
saved. You're not poisoned
Okay.
because you saved.
Okay.
It's just poison damage. Okay, and now go ahead and crush it, you guys.
Bing, bada boom. 22 to hit.
Hell yeah.
Dealing 5 slashing damage.
18 to hit.
Oh yeah.
5 necrotic.
5 necrotic.
Yeah.
All right. And Baratheon.
Oh no. I'm a little woozy, guys. I think I missed with my 6.
Oof. Unfortunately, that does not fell the creature. It looks like it is on its LOL. It looks like it's on its last legs. But it is still alive, unfortunately.
And we go.
Yeah, then we go back to the you. Yeah. Or Baratheon goes last. Baratheon goes last, so you get a second chance to try to finish it off, Baratheon.
Alright. I don't like you, fell creature.
I got a 15.
Oh, I crit on him.
Oh shit, yeah.
That'll do it.
How
So-
dare you make me feel dizzy and not well?
So in
Go ahead.
tandem, yeah, we see. So when it bursts out of the ground, its centipedal mandibles bite into Baratheon's side, who like backs it off and like bashes it, trying to get clear. A whip snaps across its face, forcing it to turn to sticks and stones, where another blast of necrotic energy in the form of a spectral black hand rips across its face, pulling it back towards Baratheon just in time for him to thrust his sword up through the creature's maw, instantly killing it. And with a twist and a yank, the creature is felled.
Down it goes. Down it goes.
Go.
Hell yeah. Good job, guys.
This place is unkempt.
Yeah, a little bit too many bugs for my taste. And they seem to be getting bigger.
I suspect there's one last vermin for us to find.
I did.
I could use a potential rest before then. I'm not looking great at 2 health.
Do you still have your potion from the drinking contest?
Oh.
Only
Yeah, I
one of
think
them have
I've
been
used
used.
that.
Yeah, only one of them have been used.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I used
well-
mine. I didn't know if Baratheon used
I-
his.
Forgot that I had that. What is that again? 2d4 plus 4?
Yep. Plus 2. 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
And I'll eat my 2 good berries.
Okay.
Oh, did I have good berries?
Yes, you have to.
I think.
I'm gonna need that too. So I only got 7 health from that.
Yep.
That puts me back to 9. How did the good berries work?
They heal 1.
They heal
One
1.
apiece.
So I get 2. So I'm at 11. Okay.
You feel bloated after you eat the second one.
I feel so fat.
But they're so good.
They are. They're addictive. But if you eat more than one, you feel fat for the rest of the day. Because it's got all the nutrients you need.
Fellas, does this
Only-
armor make me look fat?
Man, I've been playing Strahd wrong then, because I just make a whole bunch of good berries. I just snack. I mean, I'm a Warforged, so I don't even have to eat.
Just
You
do it
just
for
like
fun.
feeling full.
I just like the idea of a Warforged like experiencing all this horrible stress and like awful shit and just like munching on good berries like popcorn the whole way.
Yeah. Strahd doesn't kill me, these berries will.
The diabetes will.
Additional nutrients.
Yeah, nobody ever thinks about that. If you eat more than one good berry in a day, you're gonna be like, oh man, that's like double the amount of calories I needed.
It's like when you take too many vitamin C pills all at once
Hmm.
and your pee turns orange.
I've never done that, but
Oh yeah, it kind of burns a little bit. Yeah,
I haven't experienced that either.
that's because you get like a small kidney stone if you take too much vitamin C.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
So yeah, good berries are gonna give you kidney stones.
it's canon now.
Mhm.
All right, I believe.
Out.
I believe I don't remember whose turn it was actually. Who got us into that mess? Was it Baratheon?
Yeah, me and my big armor taking us places.
So that means Soren goes next, right?
what were the glowy things?
You're not sure without an inspection.
I will inspect.
Okay. You can do Arcana or Intelligence, whichever one you think would be better.
Arcana.
Nature, history.
13.
You are quite certain that these are venomous centipede eggs. That these creatures were being, like, harvested and grown to eventually be made into a kind of venom factory. That's why they were allowed to run so rampant down here.
Whoa.
Should we maybe smash these?
Or sticks if you drop your cold stone in there for a moment and just freeze them all.
You know, put the cold stone there to, if not freeze them, basically make them inert.
Yeah, so they very quickly cease their pulsating once the cold stone has been applied to it. A rime of frost cakes over the top of it, and the pulsing
That should do for now.
Is it possible to harvest some venom from the biggin?
You can certainly try. It would be a Arcana check to see if you know how, and then a medicine check to make the extraction. Using Matt Colville's rules.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. 4 on the die for a 7 Arcana.
Does anybody else want to try? That is unfortunately not a success.
Intelligence is our weak point.
Yeah, intelligence isn't my strong suit, but I could do the medicine check.
Well, anybody can try the Arcana check, but only one person can try the medicine check.
Alright, I'm a bard. Got that, jack of all trades. Wouldn't hurt to roll 19!
Hey,
Awesome.
there you go.
Alright.
Yeah, so you've read a book at some point about extracting venom from dire insects. Sure.
Mm-hmm. I am well read.
Hey, and I got an 18 for my medicine check, so I too know a little something about these guys.
For your medicine check?
Yeah.
So you are successfully able to extract 2 doses of dire centipede venom. What this does is it forces the target to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw or take 4d4 poison damage and be poisoned, or half as much on a successful one.
I'll let you guys have that if you want.
Additionally, if the poison reduces a target to 0 hit points, the target is stable, but they're poisoned for 1 hour even after regaining hit points, and they are paralyzed while poisoned this way.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of some nasty alchemy stuff that could be made with that.
I don't think it's best to let... You're a wizard or a sorcerer?
Sorcerer.
Let the sorcerer deal with this.
Do you give him both vials, or one, or...?
Yeah, he can take them both then, if he wants to give one to sticks and stones.
Do you want 1 sticks?
Wouldn't have to have around. I take one.
Alright, guys.
Wonderful.
So I believe that takes us to Sticks and Stone's turn.
Alright. There's the passageway over to here. Let's examine it.
The door is unlocked. This chamber once served to bottle the wine that was distilled on this property. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I will look for a moment. Thank you very much for the follow, Toaster Crumbs. I certainly appreciate it. Thank you very much. I have notifications turned on finally, so I can actually tell when I get those. This chamber once... sorry, for the longest time my notifications were off. This chamber once served to bottle the wine that was fermented on this property. It is largely untouched since its previous use. A lone bottle lies broken, but for the most part, this entire room is intact. There are some empty bottles here, and there are some freshly sealed bottles here, and a lone bottle freshly sealed on. Well, fresh. You know, it's been at least 20 years, but hasn't been affected in 20 years.
Mhm.
Check the ceilings.
I check the ceilings.
The ceilings are clean.
I doubt they're clean.
Sticks and stones. In here, you find 5 bottles of 20-year aged wine. You assume that with your knowledge and with the fermenting principles that they used here, it would probably be about a good 15 gold pieces for any of the bottles of wine.
All right. Oh my. Collect these up.
I'm sorry, I said 5 bottles. I meant 4 bottles. Yeah, because one's broken. My bad.
And those rest of the empty bottles.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
And then the rest are empty bottles.
Oh, yes, that is correct, yeah.
No. I have found more wine.
That's always a
Adventure.
good thing.
This adventure awards us in dividends.
Well, we'll either be drinking to our victory or to our sorrows tonight.
Indeed.
Regardless, we will be drinking.
Baratheon.
Well, it seems like we've explored all of this area, so I guess I'm going to backtrack all the way
You're in the wall, oh my god.
to this little hallway over here and see what's behind door number 1.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal all the doors, guys.
Alright.
People.
Grotesque.
Evidence of scraping wood and metal can be seen across the ground in front of each of the doorways. The middle door sticks out slightly ajar. In cell 1, a recently dead changeling corpse is locked behind the door. In cell 2, what looks to be a suit of shed skin. And in cell 3, the body of a commoner.
The endless grotesquerie of this man.
These doors are all locked.
The door 1 and door 3 were locked. Door 2 was slightly ajar.
And I guess I'm just gonna take a peek in there and see if there's anything in the room that's of information or value or anything.
Sure. I mean, there's the suit of shed skin, if you want to give me a medicine check on that. Or an arcana check, whichever one's higher for you. I assume it's medicine.
Yeah. My arcana's not so good.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
My medicine's a little rusty. 11?
You're just not used to seeing anything like this because this is like so profane and like against like
By the gods, who would do such a thing?
it is grotesque. It looks like somebody took off an entire layer of skin and just left it on the ground there. And it's like wet and still kind of sticky and shiny.
No, I don't like this room anymore.
Sticky.
Mm-mm.
Covered in grime.
No, I think that's enough exploring for me.
There was one last room. That overgrown one.
Indeed. I believe it was Oh, I guess we can go into it is Soren's turn, but it's up to him if he wants to relinquish it to whoever wants to try the door.
I mean, if there's nothing else of importance in these bedrooms, then yeah, we can go over
Yeah.
Let us go take a look-see. We'll need a strong arm to bash through there, Paladin.
Step aside, boys.
Yeah,
Let the tank handle this.
you beat me in the arm wrestling.
Strength,
Athletics. Strength athletics.
athletics. Strength athletics.
I give advantage with the mage hand.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
It doesn't do that much.
No.
You guys
What?
both go in.
Technically, anybody can take... Okay, I was going to say technically anybody can take the 8 action to give advantage, but 18 definitely. Yeah. So when you try the handle, you find that it is stuck in place. So the paladin says, you know,
This sign can't stop me. I can't read.
and with Soren's help, you are able to bust through the door. And the plants growing from within seem to have thrived without light. There is an almost sickly, cloyingly sweet scent overpowering your nostrils at first, but a moment later, you find it to be almost pleasant. And then, a shuffling sound stirs from the black, and you can feel your pulses quicken. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
I slowly shut the broken door.
The door that's now broken in half.
It just like falls off the hinge.
Nine.
Alright, so it got a total of... I'm pulling it back up. Oh, they actually have 11. So everybody that goes 11 goes first. Above 11 goes first.
I got a 20 total.
Okay, so it looks like it goes Baratheon and then Soren and then the creature and then Sticks and Stones. I'm pulling up the creature from the overlay now. Alright, what you see writhing out from the... what would you say, the undergrowth is a creature that appears to be vaguely feminine in appearance from the waist up, but from the waist down is this like twisted writhing amalgam of vines that reach out from all corners of the room to this central creature shrieking in hatred.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be a little cautious and just throw a javelin at it for now.
Okay, so you can use strength or dexterity, whichever one's higher for you.
$13.
13 hits.
Awesome. And she's gonna take 10 damage.
10 damage. Your javelin hits her square in the coiled mass, and you can hear all the vines pulling taut, and your javelin snaps into splinters.
Nothing personal.
Soren.
I'll yell back at her, and then I'll fling some shadow bolts for a magic missile. 10 force damage.
10 more force damage. Hell yeah, dude. She shrieks in pain and anguish as the bolts rip her apart. The few vines that are still around her kind of like shuffle downward, and then with a raising of her hand and another shriek, they surge forward, and everybody, she's going to move forward up to here. Boop. And everybody go ahead and give me strength saving throws, please.
Oh, fun. And not
Oof.
the best.
I seem to have worn myself out breaking down the door. I got an 8.
Oof. Everyone is constricted. And I need her to roll a recharge. And it does not recharge. Yeah, so all of the roots and vines around her lash out from her base and wrap around and constrict all of you. It doesn't deal any damage, but you all are restrained this turn. It goes to Sticks and Stones. A creature can use its action to try to free itself.
I am going to use my my sense of theatrics and worry to just go nuts. I start freaking explicits at this woman for tying me up. Like I'm some sort of play kitty that you screw with string. What is wrong with you, you crazy bitch? I am an adult. Do not toy with me like I am a kitten.
She fails the save and takes the damage.
Do damage. If she makes attack rolls, it's at disadvantage next time.
That's probably very good, because now we go to Baratheon.
It's my turn.
I believe so.
Alright. Well, as much as I'm enjoying being tied down by a semi-attractive female creature,
Goodness.
I'm gonna try and break out of these constraints.
Okay, I can break these cuffs.
Oh man. Baratheon likes being in these constraints more than I thought. 7.
Oof. Nope, unfortunately. Soren.
To apply the poison onto a blade, is that an action?
It's a bonus action.
I'll give it a whirl then. I'll apply the dire centipede poison to the dagger, and then I'll try to stab it.
You gonna try to stab her?
Yeah.
Okay, you will make your attack roll with disadvantage, being restrained.
Oh, that's not so bad. 17?
Definitely hit.
Ooh.
Roll Constitution saving throw with disadvantage because she's a plant person. Well, she got a natural 20 and a 15, so she takes half of the poison damage.
Okay, it's
44.
Six piercing from the dagger.
Okay.
That's silvered.
Okay.
And then 4, 8, 10, 11 damage from the poison.
Hell yeah. Oh, wrong one.
So that is halved because she passed.
How do you kill her?
I just want to like go straight for the heart and just all my weight as much as I can being restrained, just drive it into her.
Yeah, so we see you like pulling against it like as hard as you can. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
Okay, we see you like pulling against the vines as hard as you can. She like knows what you're doing and she can see the venom like dripping off the blade. She shrieks out, putting her hand up to stop you, and you just with one final jump and thrust, the dagger lands square in her heart, and we can see the poison very quickly spread out to all of the vines and undergrowth wrapped around her and you guys, and instantly it turns to this black, horrid, like little wilting mess that just falls to the ground beneath you, and she is the dead.
Whoa.
Good job, Soren.
You did it!
I figured I might as well because I can't do it.
You did it. You got her. All right, guys. What do y'all do?
Do you have anything on her? Like loot?
Yes. She has a familial locket, silver with gold inlay, and an aquamarine set into the face of it. You imagine that something this precious would probably go for about 500 gold.
Ooh, fancy.
Does she look like the woman from the family curios upstairs?
Exactly like her if she was made out of a plant monstrosity.
I'd like to do a medicine check to see if I know what she is.
Give me a religion check, actually.
Religion. Oh, did not pay attention in chapels, but let's see how well I can do. Oh, okay. I guess I paid a little attention. 17.
17. So you would know that given the affinity that elves have for nature, even high elves who might not necessarily be the most...
I am a wood elf, so yeah.
Yeah, even a high elf who might not necessarily be as closely related to the earth itself as your people, even they would still have a certain affinity for nature, and if one of their number is killed in such a way that causes their body and soul such distress at the time of death, then it can actually prevent the soul from leaving the body, which you would know, and Soren would know, is really fucking like bad for elves, because elves are unique with their souls in that when they die, they effectively go to the elf version of Summerland and await reincarnation. So her not being able to do that probably manifested into the hatred and created this monster.
That's not pleasant.
Quite disastrous.
All right, so I think this is probably where we're going to take our break for the evening, guys. We'll take about 7 or so minutes, however long y'all need, really. But yeah, I have very little problem telling you this as a DM. You guys did everything in the house. Y'all didn't even miss anything. Y'all were incredibly thorough. Great job. Yeah.
Leave no stone unturned.
Yeah.
Needy.
Or
Yeah.
sticks unturned.
No sticks or stones unturned.
Sticks and stones unturned. Jokes keep coming. All right, well, I'm going to grab a drink and I'll be right back.
All right, guys, I'll see y'all in a minute. Don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back with the climax of the show. We'll see y'all in a little bit. That cat, dude. Hear me every time he does that. Okay. Sorry about the weird thing that just happened in chat. I don't know what just happened, guys. It acted really weird, and it said that the stream key wasn't working, so I had to restart the stream. I hope that worked. Y'all can let me know if that didn't fix it, but I hope it did. It would suck having the same job for 100 years, Pope. Yeah, it probably would. It probably would.
I'm within earshot.
Okie doke. Are we all back?
Hi, within earshot.
All right, sweet. So we come back on the party having made peace with the fact that there is nothing left in the house. They have searched it high and low. On your way out, you saw that the guard had already left and made his way out. Hopefully to find some medical attention, because God knows he definitely needed it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do so, you can see a gold dragonborn now standing on the outside of the house. She is clad in resplendent plate mail with a long gold-trimmed cloak, and you recognize her instantly as Tempus Erit. And very quickly she casts a spell.
I wish that she didn't do that.
Nice. If only you had a wish spell.
Oh, but I do.
Or a counter spell. What spell did she cast?
You all heal for 14 hit points as mass healing word flows around your bodies.
In that case, I don't wish that she didn't do that.
Well, this is certainly a much more welcome response than I expected.
Indeed.
She nods her head and says, "Then it seems to me that you have the full of it." As
Yes, we do.
I trusted you might. You understand that, being in the position that I am, my hands are tied. Though I would love to smite a heretic, I certainly am not within my rights to do so with my position in the church.
This madness and hatred. No matter how much you might think the politics in this city is shit, it is fueled by insanity that will do more harm than good.
Then maybe you will help me put an end to it.
We would be glad to. Comrades?
I agree.
He went to the Merchants Guild. He's after Mercedes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, I was just chiming in.
Okay. She was telling you that he went to the Merchants Guild. He's after Mercedes.
Mhm.
Spare him or not, the choice is yours, heroes.
Let us be on our feet then. Chop chop.
Alright, we go into the skill challenge portion, guys. So, we need 6 successes before we get to 4 failures. The DC starts at 10, and it goes up every 2 successes.
Alrighty then. Look here, I know a shortcut, and I'm going to acrobatics my way up to a ladder that I see.
Excellent.
To, get us over a wall. Oh, 10? Only 10?
That's just enough, yeah. Between your climbing speed and your acrobatics, I said the first check was a 10, and then every 2 successes it goes up by 1. Yeah, so just enough with your climbing speed. You jump up, and you can narrate your success if you want to.
Alrighty then. Well, I do as kitties do and find ninja points within the wall that you didn't even know could exist. And get up there, lower the ladder,
so that we can climb down here, climb down the other way, basically save us, 2-3 blocks.
Wonderful, wonderful. Who wants to go next?
I'm just going to do my signature perception check to try and perceive the correct way.
Sure.
$18.
Excellent. 2 successes. How do you succeed?
I just use, like, Baratheon's grown up in a city, so he just kind of uses his intuition to navigate the streets. Like, yeah, I have an idea where we should go.
Awesome. Yep. So that is 2 successes. So now the DC goes up to 11. Soren.
As I run forward, I'm going to cast dancing lights to make different light effects that get people out of the way.
Is that a spell slot?
No, it's a cantrip.
Okay, so Arcana check. If it's a spell slot, I usually just give a success. If it's a cantrip, then you roll for it.
I have no slots left.
That's fine.
22.
22 is a success for sure. How do you succeed?
Kind of going. I make like glowy cave bugs that just kind of scatter people out of the way and gives us a clear lane for us to run past and not have to deal with traffic.
Excellent, excellent. So as we get through the first half of successes, a sea of people parts before you in a wall at the dancing lights. Okay, we go back to we refresh, so it can be whoever wants to go whenever, really, as long as everybody's gone once.
Alrighty then. Well,
If no one has anything right now, then I can do an intimidation check to help with Soren's lights. I'm just like, everyone out of the way!
Sure, absolutely.
Here we go.
We're important men on important business. 19.
All right, another success. The DC increases to 12. How do you succeed?
Oh, like I said, I just move to the front of our group and I start, like, I square my shoulders and push through the crowd and I'm like, make way! The itinerant heroes are coming through.
Yeah, absolutely. The rest of the crowd further parts to let you through.
alrighty then. Yep, as we've got eyes on us, I will isolate one guardsman, and I will, bark some orders. My good man, you must go to your unit's mage right. Have them send a message to the Merchants Guild. The gates must be open for the itinerant heroes.
He nods at your badge. And
Ooh.
yeah, go ahead, man. Do your thing.
Oh
no!
Really?
Oof.
You
He
did a little too heavy. He doesn't think he can do anything.
he goes, I just got off my shift.
Moon! The ship never ends.
Oof. Okay. So we have 4 successes and 1 failure. Soren, I believe it is your turn.
I'll try to save face with the group after that little mishap, and I'll try to persuade the guard that it is in everybody's best interest that you put in some overtime.
Okay. I love it.
With an 8.
Oh no.
I swear, unpaid labor is cool.
He goes, the union will have my ass.
Should have saved my intimidation check.
I will say, I can assure you, we can make everything.
Oh no, I just knocked my
crystal
headphones
clear.
out. I'm sorry, give me a second. Okay, I didn't hear any of that. I'm sorry, what?
No problem. I assure you, my friend, we can smooth over everything with the Union. I have connections. I don't. I'm lying deception.
Okay. Yay! Yeah, narrate your success, buddy.
There we go. Well, you know, he realizes that we're just not going to let up on him. And, you know, I feel like this guy, you know, he doesn't like having the Union call all the shots. And so if he can get in a couple extra hours, he'll do it. As long as no one's on his back for him.
Yeah.
Give him a gold piece to help smooth the deal along. Like, look, you're still getting paid. You're just under the table.
He takes it and goes, all right, Catman's got a point. And he quickly runs off to relay word ahead of you via sending.
Mm-hmm.
Good thinking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who wants to take the last one? Well, not the last one. Hopefully it's the last one.
We can't do anything that someone else has already done, right?
You can, you just can't, the same player can't try the same thing twice.
I'm gonna try a survival check.
Okay.
Kind of go in with my, I grew up in a city, so I kind of have an idea of how the streets might be laid out and, what the quickest way might be to get to the gates.
Yeah, we talked about that on Saturday's session. If you grew up in a city and you have survival, then it would be like urban survival, right? Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, 20.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that John Mulaney sketch about Home Alone? You lost? Go 1 over 1. Oh, I don't remember it. I'm not gonna butcher his good joke.
All right. So how do you narrate your success of you guys arriving?
It's like, oh, guys, this is clearly the main street, so if we just follow it towards the end and then take a left, it should take us right towards the exit.
You have the mind of a cartographer. Let's go.
Thank you.
Wait for me.
Our itinerant heroes arrive outside the Merchants Guild once more. The gate has been opened for them ahead, just like requested. And they quickly rush in. Through the shops, and the tradesmen's, and the arms dealers. They burst in through... I don't know why I had y'all that far forward, I'm sorry. They burst in through the front door to the throne room, wherein you have met with Mercedes Letafair many times. He has a start and a look of surprise on his face as the door flies open and you all make your way in.
Letafair. This man is going to make his move, and he is going to make his move quick. Your captain of the guard was killed many years ago, and someone has been wearing his face.
He looks you up and down and goes, "Impossible. Stephen?"
I will.
The very same.
The very Steve. I'll walk up
Stephen with a
Open the door.
V.
and just show him that name, the name Stephen, which is his name right there in the book.
Okay, so you're up there at the throne with him. Where's everybody else?
We'll probably, or I'll at least walk up with him.
I'll explain the premise of the text, individuals that he has been keeping track of and scratching off as he killed.
He
Either
listens
this
to...
man is bluffing, or... Go.
Okay. He listens to your whole story as you explain everything, and his eyes get wider and wider, and his look of concern goes greater and greater across his face the longer you go on. And then, like, when you show him, like, I imagine to drive the point home, and look, in every page, here's you. And, like, however you would want to do that. If I'm wrong, you can tell me if you do that some way differently.
I get it. I'll get that in.
Yeah.
You're next, fellow.
And at that moment, the door opens.
I checked the ceilings.
There's nothing on the ceiling.
Well, well. Look who the cat dragged in.
Whoop, gotta make them both visible real quick. Steven and a junior guardsman are standing there. At this, Mercedes looks to you three and goes, "There he is! Get him!" And the door is closed, and the junior officer locks it. Let's go into initiative, guys.
Such bravado. Normally, when someone enters a room with me and locks the door, things get very animated. In one way or another. Well,
All right. Give me a second as I'm getting the other guy's stat block pulled up. God damn it! How do I keep going too far? Okay, come on.
Is it Steven with a V or with a PH?
With a V.
Okay, then I was right. Steven with a V.
That's how I wrote it too.
I think that's just his last name, Mithavi.
With a V.
Steven, comma, with a V.
In a flurry of movement, fast as light. 5, 10, 15, 20. The imposter impersonating Steven runs and takes cover behind the statue. Steven with a V, yes. Then it is the party's turn. So I go sticks and stones first.
Alrighty then. So, the inconspicuous guard is the big baddie. And then the guard captain is his minion. I do like how the master wears the servant's face. Ah. A little bit worried about their movements. I'm gonna get over here just so I can see an edge of them. And I'm just gonna say, tut tut. Wearing the skin of a guard captain, cowering behind a big block of stone. It is unbefitting. But then again, you barely fit in that disguise. I viciously mock him.
He gets a... I rolled a natural 16 on the save.
Yeah. He's got his wits about him as an assassin should.
Sorry, buddy.
Verathian, be on your guard. Bardic inspiration for Verathian.
Oh, thank you.
Baratheon or Soren?
I'm going to point to the junior officer, and I'm going to cast message, and I'll say to him, "Your superior is not who he says he is. Arrest him and increase your standing on the guard.
You can hear a laughter coming from behind the statue, as if...
Only the target of the spell hears what I say.
Oh no, I know. Doppelgangers have an ability that allows them to read thoughts.
Oh.
The junior officer is the madman, my friend.
Baratheon?
I'm going to move up. And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a javelin at the guy by the door.
Okay.
Oh man. I'm pretty sure an 8 is not gonna hit.
Oh dear.
He catches the javelin in midair,
This
And-
foe is stronger than I suspected.
says, "Who would have thought the paladin figured it out?"
I'm more than just a pretty face.
And it's his turn. He rushes forward, and he is going to make 2 attacks. Wow. He got a natural 1 and a natural 4.
Good.
That is remarkable. Just so
Nice.
just people at home know I'm not BSing. That's remarkable. Oh, the webcam's in the way. Sorry,
I'm
guys.
so impressed by my intelligence that he slipped up.
Okay, yeah, you raise your shield in time to clang both of the short swords off of it. And, yeah, we go back to the top of the turn order, which is this guy over here, who is going to sneak around the side. And he is going to 5, 10, 15... Oh, well, he was here, so it would be 5... 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he's going to take the dash action. 35, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then it is Dixon Stone's turn, I believe.
I will look at the minion wearing the guard captain's skin and say, our entire life was designed to lead you to this point. Now that you're there, what do you hear in your head? A very uncomfortable rattling as you realize you are a puppet.
And I'm going to dissonant whisper, and he's going to hear rattling of just wooden pieces of a wooden marionette in his head.
Awesome. Does he make
Ooh,
a
big
wisdom save, right?
Yeah, that's true.
He got a 8.
All right. Then he is going to fail. He's going to have to use his reaction to run 30 feet away from me, and he takes 17 psychic damage.
Oof! He is almost brought down in one blow. He is one shot. He's got this profuse bleed coming from his nostril. So he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That guy just made a mistake.
He did. Soren?
I'm gonna stab him with.
Come on.
17.
What's that, buddy?
17.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you fucking kill this guy, dude. How do you kill him?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna give him a coward's death and get him right between the shoulder blades as he runs away.
Oh.
There is a sizzling sound, and it feels like your knife is 1,000 degrees going through butter as it just sinks straight into his flesh and just kind of as if you're clipping a garden hedge with a pair of metal diagonal cutters. It's effortless. Just snap, and he crumples in a heap before you.
My. Well, thank you for helping me with that 1-2 punch, bro. I'm going to nod to you, and you are going to be bardically inspired. And then I'm going to walk over here and say, hey, how you doing, there, Tifet?
He is very grateful.
Yeah. Well, that's my turn.
Good job, guys. That's teamwork right there.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of Sticks and Stone's turn, there is an explosion in the center of the room.
Damn it.
We were looking at the ceiling when we should have been looking at the floor.
Boiled again.
And the homie runs straight in. You have an attack of opportunity on him.
Yeah, correct.
Paladin.
Can you smite on attacks of opportunity?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to smite him too
Okay.
with Thunderous Smite.
No, you can't do that. You can only do a Divine Smite. A bonus action smite is you cast it on it and then you make an attack.
Mm-hmm. Give me
Then-
biggest bite.
What'd you roll?
15?
Hits. Yep.
Right. Get wrecked, dude. That's going to be... Eight for the first damage.
Okay.
Now, is he an undead or a fiend?
No. He's a shapeshifter.
Just making sure.
And that is your silver sword, right?
Yes, it is.
So full damage on the 8.
He's gonna take an additional 9 damage from the smite.
A hearty blow, you carve into his rib cage, and you can feel it just split apart again, just like butter. And you take one of his ribs out with him as he just doesn't really seem to pay too much attention. He definitely feels the pain, and you can hear him, but he keeps tucking forward, and into the cloud of fog he goes. He is heavily obscured. You cannot target creatures within it, and he has disadvantage on targeting anybody outside of it. That was his villain action. Functions a little bit differently than a legendary action, but it's the same basic principle. Okay, that takes us back to the party. CC just went, so it's Baratheon or Soren's turn now.
Well, I don't like the fog, so I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15. Oh, go there and maybe get some cover behind that. Is this on the ceiling?
It's a brazier on the ground.
Okay, I'm going to kind of hide behind that.
Okay.
And but I'm gonna ready a chill touch if he comes out of the fog.
Got it. Baratheon.
I'm just going to swing blindly into the fog.
So you're gonna run into the fog and just start attacking?
Yes.
Okay.
Leroy Jenkins.
Make attack roll with disadvantage, please.
I attack the darkness.
I rolled a disbelieve.
$11.
11 does not hit.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
You can feel your long sword clang off of his short sword, and he is going to make one attack roll at you.
Show yourself, coward.
He
It's
gets,
disadvantage too, right?
yeah, he got a natural 2 and a natural 4, so
We are evenly matched then.
you get another attack of opportunity, but this time with disadvantage as he runs away from you. You can hear him.
Howard.
Then I'm going to. Excuse me.
Oh man, I would have crit on him.
I'm going to fire my chill touch when he runs out.
Do it to him.
I still hit him at least.
Okay.
It's a D6 for inspiration, correct?
Yes.
12?
Unfortunately does not hit.
Well,
He will take 8 slashing damage from my sword as he runs by, though.
Okay, you get another cut on him, that silver sword putting in work. And as he runs forward, he is going to... That's as far as he can get this turn. He's going to make his second attack at Sticks and Stones.
Oh
He rolls another natural 2.
my.
Deft as a cat, you duck, dodge, and dive out of the way. And it is your turn.
Well. I suppose we should make introductions. Lafayette, this is Crazy Man Who Wants to Kill You. Crazy Man Who Wants to Kill You. This is my Thunderwave. And I snap my fingers, and I blast him with my last spell.
So Mercedes needs to make a save too?
No.
Yeah.
Because, this is my box.
Okay, got it. I didn't know that you could do that, if I'm being honest, but I trust you. You're a DM, so I trust you.
Thunderwave
even
is capable in front
when
of
it
you like
comes
that.
out. I just find it funny that the cat person just said, "This is the box I'm playing with."
Oh, knowing CC, he did that on purpose. He got a natural 16 on the saving throw.
Alright. That means he's going to take half the damage and he's not pushed.
Okay.
And bonus actions don't have any more inspiration, don't have any more spells. I grab my whip.
I'm blanking on this. Half of 9 is 4.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I was like, is it 5 or is it 4? I don't know why that was so hard for me. Okay, great. Yeah, your thunder wave goes off and the rug beneath it just gets shredded into ribbons that now cover the air. Soren or Baratheon?
I'm gonna chill touch him again, or try.
Okay.
For 7 necrotic,
Excellent.
and then I don't like it, but I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'll try to be a meat shield for Lidfair.
Okay, at the end of Soren's turn, I am gonna need wisdom saving throws from both. See, you're still in the fog, Baratheon, so from both Soren and Sticks and Stones.
Should have come into the fog, guys. It's quite nice in here.
Oh, God.
19.
Nice.
Alright. Ooh, 15.
You both pass as he rapidly fluxes between every single form he's ever shifted into to try to disorient you, like hypnotic pattern. But you guys are too wise for that shit. Okay, it is Baratheon's turn.
Right. I'll move out of the fog. And I'm gonna try and hit him.
Okay. Nice.
17.
17 hits.
And he's gonna take another 8 damage.
Another 8 damage. He looks very wounded indeed.
As he should.
And we are back to a new turn order, if I'm not mistaken. No, he goes and then we're back to another turn order. Okay. He is going to... As a bonus action, he plucks a vial, throws it up into the air, and then smashes it with both of his twin swords. And he is going to now make an attack at... Sticks and Stones is the closest person to the guy.
He's gonna go ahead and do that with disadvantage, because I am offering my protection since I'm within 5 feet of Sticks and Stones. I can do that as a reaction.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm gonna roll. Oops. So that cancels out his advantage for picking his target with his mind read. So that's a regular attack roll. And I got a 6. Holy shit. He got a 6, swinging at Sticks and Stones with the
Not
first
today.
one.
I
And
just
then-
go boo right when he's trying to swing and startle him.
With a look of malice, with his second attack, he is going to target Baratheon.
Oh no. What have I done?
16?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
It's nice knowing you, fellas.
The good news is he doesn't... The good news is he doesn't get his sneak attack damage on you because he didn't have advantage on the attack roll.
Phew,
Ooh, boy.
that was lucky.
That was aiming
You
at
think-
Sticks and Stone.
Yeah, you saved me with that clutch move.
The bad news is...
Too.
The bad news is you are still going to be taking... 6 slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw and don't roll low.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Dire pea poison.
It was nice knowing you guys. I rolled a 5.
You can smell the difference in the direpeat venom, and you know that this is not it. This is far more sinister.
I'll see you guys on the other side.
And Baratheon takes 18 poison damage.
Oh yeah. I have 19 health when I'm at full health.
Ooh, his blade finds a weak point in your armor, and you can feel it just puncture straight, break your clavicle, and the venom very quickly pours into your bloodstream.
Remember me.
Okay, that's gonna take us to...
Should I say avenge me?
That's gonna take us to Sticks and Stones.
You.
Should have stayed in the damn fog.
Spent 20 years maneuvering this way and that to find your new world order, and failing that, you flailed out looking for revenge. And when you came to take it, here in this moment you discover the truth was always that you were but a dog, lashing out at anything that threatened you.
And as I viciously mock him, if you will allow me, I'd like to apply the poison by just throwing the stuff in his face.
I will allow it. I will give him the Constitution saving throw. He rolls a 15, he takes half.
It takes half. What was the dice damage?
4d4.
All right, 44. And applying this to my vicious mockery, it takes half of 8 poison damage and 4 psychic damage.
He, as you're talking, and when you get to the moment before you throw the poison, he says, I might be a dog, but I'm what they made me. And now this dog's come home to hunt. And just as he lurches forward, as if he's going to move past both you and Soren and plunge the envenomed dagger into the heart of Mercedes, how do you fucking kill him, dude?
Alrighty then. Well, I think it's a little more than just splashing it in his face. He lunges forward, and while he might be a disgraceful dog, I am a graceful cat. He lunges forward, I slip in, I grab his hand as if to take him into a tango, wrap the other arm around his neck, and pour the venom down his throat.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, his eyes go wide, these bestial, like, predatory eyes for the first time in 20 years, feeling what it's like to be prey. And as they do, this look of realization goes over his face that he will not have his vengeance. His 20 years of effort, all the suffering that he caused amounted to this moment, and it was taken from him.
Yeah, bitch. I push him away.
He collapses to the ground, gurgling and foaming at the mouth, choking and retching, trying desperately everything he can. And just as he's about to, like, reach his dagger up in one last defiant, fuck you, the psychic damage sets in, and we can just see his eyes go, like, from the wide pupil to, like, very small, and he collapses into a heap.
He chose to dance with death. And he is drunk right now.
Hell yeah.
Oh no! Gracias.
You did well, my friend. Ugh. I am dead.
Technically, you're making death saves.
No.
You must
Didn't
fight.
know you were a Shakespearean.
Oh, that's not over. That was not
Shall
over
I
yet.
come use your fancy dice?
Yeah. I got in a big stink about it on Twitter today. I guess it's only right that at some point in the session we end up using that die. Yeah, I guess so.
The death dice for death saves.
The death dice for death saves.
Yeah, that's what we traditionally use it for.
Okay, it's...
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has any healing left, do they?
No, I don't have any. I have an herbalism kit, but does Hamar have an antidote on him?
Hamar? No.
Oh, worth a check.
No, he's
Just
not-
like him not to have one.
I was gonna say, this isn't the kind of guy that brings an antidote.
Oh no, I accidentally poisoned you. Here. Take
If
this.
he poisoned himself, was what I was looking at.
That's a good point, but no. Okay, so we're gonna pull this down, and we are gonna make 3 death saves back to back.
Can we make medicine checks anyway to stabilize? Is that a thing?
If you want to.
Anything y'all want to do to help me?
I mean, I've got nothing to add to it, but
I've got
I've had-
+2, so I'll try and resuscitate her in some way.
Mouth to mouth.
16
14.
medicine check.
Okay, that is 1 success.
So I only have to roll twice.
Unless they get another success on you, then you only have to succeed once.
I got a 14.
Okay, so 2 successes.
Right. Is that a 10?
Baratheon lives.
Yes.
Oh,
Not today.
All right, this little bit is not going to be comfortable. Tourniquet very tight here. Cut off the poison.
We still have a bottle of wine to drink. You can't die
Yes,
yet.
please pour down my throat.
Medic, healer! Some of you! Oh, shit! Fut's open door, push! We need a healer in here! Post haste! I need also the finest drink any of you have.
Yeah. I think we kind of like fade to white a little bit. We're getting real bad feedback.
Sorry, I'm just looking for. I don't know where it's. Food.
What are you looking for? The cat.
Oh, it's fine. I'll worry about it later.
Okay. Yeah, I think we kind of like fade to white, a la end of Lord of the Rings sequence, where we come back in on Baratheon a few weeks later, waking up in a very cozy bed, in a foreign room. That seems oddly familiar. Baratheon, give me a history check.
Okay. Is there an old man with a white beard at the edge of my bed?
No, there's nobody else in your room right now.
No halflings start running in. What a disappointment.
No withered old man baby underneath a train station.
Good one, Harry Potter. What'd you get, Natalie?
Hang on. Right. I'll do that on my phone. 14.
You recognize this as the room that was once a library not too long ago.
Yes. This is the room that was once a library not too long ago.
You guys recognize, or rather I should say, you recognize that you are in the house that you guys were in, only it is much more spruced up, as if all the age and neglect had been wiped away. A few moments later, we see a servant come in, a young wood elf squire that is quite surprised and says, "Master Baratheon is awake! Master Sticks and Stones! Master Sorin! Baratheon is awake! Sir Baratheon is awake!" And runs off to get the other two of the itinerant heroes, who I imagine have probably taken quite well to their new house in the Gold District.
my. Living like heroes. Finally. Well, I was likely enjoying a nice poem book and getting a little bit fat and happy sitting on my butt, hearing that there's a very important matter to attend to. I jump up and I take very happily to our awakened friend.
Soren, where do we find you?
There's a little chemistry lab in there where I'm working on antitoxins.
So this never has to happen again.
Indeed.
Nice.
And I find my spot where my distillation is not going to explode on me, and then I also run out and go check up on you.
This
Yeah.
is why I enjoy poetry. If I put it down for a moment, it does not blow up.
But your mind might.
So Baratheon, sore but whole, you are in one piece.
Oh, what happened?
You took the blade with who knows what poison upon it.
You
Certainly.
passed off moments after, but we did succeed in our endeavor.
Excellent. Passing out certainly wasn't part of the plan, but I'm glad we were successful.
It was an excellent distraction.
Have it this way, you got to go to bed first after all this mess.
Oh, yeah. Then
I was riled up for 2 days afterward.
she would have rather had a celebratory drink instead, but I'm just happy to be alive.
Well, the
Well-
wine waited 20 years. What's another couple days?
We put it right back into the cellar.
In the little secret hidey hole.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, so I think that's probably where we leave our heroes. I don't know if we'll ever play with these guys again, but I think that's a wonderful note to end it on. Unless you guys have any final closing things that you want your characters to interact or do anything with.
Well, there is one thing. We've come this far, and I know the attending physician is not going to like it, but we're the itinerant heroes, and it's about time we had our drink. To
Yes.
Vic.
Here, here.
Indeed.
The Thousand Voices?
Might as well.
You know it.
Excellent. So
I almost died. That's the least I deserve.
Mhm.
you pour up some glasses of the thick, fine wine. You see that it's kind of syrupy and viscous as you pour it out, but once it's been taken out of the bottle and separated into its own goblets, it swirls around just as same as any other wine. It has a cloyingly sweet scent to it, and when you take a sip of it to taste it, it's kind of dry, but it has very, very like subtle hints of berries, and then that's like cloyingly sweet in the background. When you take a full drink, however, you feel your consciousness is transported to another realm. You awaken to the most beautiful and resplendent of fey creatures. It is very obvious that that is what that is from the moment that you lay your eyes upon it, as myriad eyes and mouths wane and wax over this creature as it breathes in and out, connected to these sinewy binds of a million bodies, all singing and chanting out in one voice. We are one here. We are home.
We are one here. We are home. And I look around. I see the illusion, but I know that I'm looking at something else. I'm looking at what the Fae wants me to see, but there's a place that I am. And there is the home in the Red Horn Estate. And our itinerant heroes. We are one here, and we are home.
Indeed, we are.
This stuff is good. We'll have to find another bottle.
Well,
To
we
the next
have-
adventure.
Yeah. Hip hip huzzah.
Yeah, so enjoying the finest wine that you can get in the world, our heroes enjoy the fruits of their labor. Not too long to sit on their laurels, of course, because they are heroes after all, but with fat wallets and a property of their own in one of the nicest districts in the city. That is where we leave our heroes, and that is, I think, where we will call the campaign. I want to say thank you very much to my players. Man, you guys are fucking awesome. I truly
Yeah.
had a blast playing with y'all, man. Y'all are a joy to play with.
It
This was a cool setting.
It was.
Thanks. Thanks, man. I've been working on it really hard. I'm gonna go in and see if I can get the adventure to be a bit more easy and flowy, and hopefully I can get some feedback from you guys. But yeah, I would probably rather do that when I hit end stream. So yeah. Thanks everybody at home for watching. I really appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it, sticking around and everything. But I will see y'all tomorrow for some session prep for Saturday. And yeah, thank you all again. Love you guys. I will see y'all tomorrow.